Alrighty, I am back after taking a very minute break to look up the solution to my most troubling issue. And apparently we do need to put a book where that mechanism is, but unfortunately I spoiled a little bit for myself and realized we need to go into another room we haven't been in yet to do so. But the way to there is within sight. We've seen it. I just haven't actually gone in there yet. And let me explain to you what that is right when I get back in here. Right. Okay, let's just stroll through here. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do apparently is get into that room at the end of the hallway. But at present there's a rather angry spirit or painting in the spirit that will attack us if we get too close. And I thought, do we need a similar cover to what we put on the Pioneers, except for one that was made by a Pioneer, excuse me, or an early North American settler, but that turns out not to be the case. We do have the tool to get past it, but it's something that didn't struck me at first. I mean, I did consider it earlier, but now I know for sure. We need to actually get the arrows. They are necessary. What we're going to do is have a little shootout with the painting over there. And hopefully Edward's skills, and by extension my skills, will be good enough to do so without getting hurt. So, let's go get the arrows. And see me fail many times to shoot a stationary painting less than 30 feet away. Yeah, let me get rid of this. Okay. Yeah, I hated having to do that, but man, I don't know how much longer it was going to take me to finally divine the right solution to that puzzle. But hopefully it's minor, and I won't try to rely on walkthroughs. I hate having to do so, especially in a game I've never played, and especially one that is so important to the survival horror genre. I feel like it really needs a fair shake. Alright, come down, spiders, and stay where you are. Are you there? Yeah, you're there. Darn keys. Ugh. Okay. Like I said, I did consider this earlier, but I didn't really give it any serious thought. Shooting the painting with a bow, that is. Do I want to save over that one or that one? Yeah, I'll save over this one. Actually, I didn't pick up the arrows yet, so I might as well save over two. Okay. I'm dead. Oh, I forgot I healed, so I had a surplus of health. Stand. Funky camera angle, by the way. I kind of like it. Let's get lined up. That looks to be about right. Or not. And I use the two arrows there. Okay, so it looks like I vanquished the painting, but I used up two extra arrows, which I don't feel like doing. Everything is precious in this game. I don't know if I'll even be able to pick up the arrow that I used against the painting. Is that about right? Please be right. Oh, man. Oh! It actually hit. Cool. Fingers crossed. Because I can walk with one hand. And change. Camera angle change. No? Okay. Is it blinded or is it just deactivated? That's weird. Can I get my arrow back? Will molesting the painting be a bad idea? Apparently not. No to both of my questions. Alright, now let's enter here. I don't know exactly what's in here except for what we need for the library. Nice love seat, man. Bright pink. Gotta love a man that isn't afraid to appreciate the color pink. Is this what we need? I don't like that rapid camera angle shift straight to a window. Anything in the hallway that's going to surprise me when I come out? Nope. Alright. 1 second. Oh, a fake book. Yeah, I did see that it was a false book, but I wasn't sure if it had anything within it. If it was just going to be blah, 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 lorem ipsum, and all that kind of gibberish. But apparently it's just a fake book. And let me look at it. Yeah, it looks like there's some kind of metal embedded in the center of the book. Anything else? Yeah, this also caught my eye, but I think I maybe would have noticed it, especially since I played Resident Evil and Silent Hill 2. There is a clock here, and it's supposed to be pushed because there's something behind it. And as the survival horror protagonists ahead of us did, or will do, we're gonna stick our hand in a hole. We have no idea what's in. While we have no idea what lies within it. Oh, come on. Key and parchment. Always love to find more keys. And again, keys lead to rooms, and rooms typically have danger or frustrating puzzles, such as that contained within the library. But while we are in this funky camera angle, let's go ahead and see what's written on the parchment.
The Creatures of Night by Hubertus the Bald, translated from Latin by his brother in prayer, Fratre Johann Marcus.
Of monstrosity. You who read me know that night engenders monsters, and that night creatures exist. The accursed book of Abdul al-Hazred is clear on this matter. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Unhappy he who knows that book. Unhappy he whose eyes alight upon that foulest of texts. Unhappy he who implores the standing stones, for he will free the powers of darkness. Of the pit. Stagnant waters are like the memory of men. Beneath the surface calm, clawed beasts await, and are known to initiates as the deep ones. Awaiting his prey, the deep one seizes him and drags him down to the abyss, where Dagon, the cruel god, swims and reveres him whose name may not be pronounced. Of libraries. Unhappy he who frees the prowler. Unhappy he who meets the prowler erring among the books. He generates the vagabond that comes from other spheres. He believes the vagabond does not exist. He will feel the embrace of death, for in the eyes of the vagabond, Books are no more than dreams, stone no more than wind. The vagabond knows how to take the breath of the reckless. Of strife. He who speaks does not know, and believes he is able to kill the creatures of the night. Folly. Evil is conjured up by science and secrecy. He who prowls among books of strife. He who speaks does not know, and believes he is able to kill the creatures of the night. Folly. Evil is conjured up by science and secrecy. He who prowls among books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims in the depths will evaporate. But he who believes he knows nothing. He who knows says nothing. Of death. There are domains more terrible than death. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Each creature is conjured up and is not dead, but returns to the origins. A monster, a science. Steel kills the vagabond who never dies. Translator's note. Here ends the manuscript of Hubertus, who died in the library of the convent of Teruel in the year of our Lord 1666. Requiescat in pace.
I wonder if that was Latin at the end. That was a very, I'm not going to say interesting, I've said that too many times before. That was a very illuminating read. It basically highlights the nature of the creature in the library, that it's intangible. It can pass through objects without a care in the world, and apparently it's a vagabond. Eerie scare chords. Not eerie because of how you sound, but because of how aware you are of what I'm saying at the time. But yeah, apparently it's known as the vagabond, and steel will vanquish it. But we use a knife, and the knife didn't work. I wonder if we have to use the broken blade downstairs, throw it at it, maybe. Or maybe we can use the cutlass. Or maybe I'm thinking of this too literally in terms of weaponry, and maybe there's another kind of steel we have to use. But in either case, I don't think we'll need to fight if we're quick, because we have the false book, and we need to slot it into the mechanism to open the secret door, basically. Oh, and the book did basically, I mean the manuscript. Is it a manuscript? Parchment manuscript, whatever, basically said that you don't want to read that one Cthulhu text we came across, otherwise it's going to damage your mind. So let's get to uncovering that false door. Oh, let's go over here. Put the lamp right here. And bingo! Is it going to chase us in here? It looks like it. Oh, a pentagram. Yeah, this room doesn't look sketchy whatsoever. Holy crap. 3 daggers. And another part. Whoa! We just hit the mother lode of reading time. Is it going... Let me just wait a little bit. Yeah, okay. It does not look like it wants to enter the sanctuary, presumably because it is warded off by some kind of barrier, mystical barrier in place. So do we need to cut this mother up, or do we need to spill our blood and, I'm guessing, recite something from those books in order to vanish the creature? We need the key. Key to the cellar. I should go dump some of this junk back where I was. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And rush back in here, scoop up the goodies, and let's see what we can do. And actually, crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hurry up and dump stuff, come back in here, and grab the lamp. Man, let me leave this statue here temporarily, although we might need it in that room. $79, not too bad. Okay. Yeah, we'll save over this in case I accidentally screwed something up way back when. Nope. You didn't give me that time, Buster. Oh, come on, Eddie, come on. Let's go do some ritual. Take. Anything else? I think I tapped this shelf of all its resources. Okay. And if we take this talisman, are we going to... You know, those globes around the talisman remind me of... Actually, I should shut up. Actually, I should hurry up because the lamp is still burning. But it kind of reminds me of the spirits that we've angered before. I wonder if we can use that to protect ourselves. In either case, in any case, let's get through these parchments and these books. Here we go.
The Book of Yael, Signs of Stone, Eucharistic Rituals of Forbidden Cults. Texts collated by Monsignor Vacher, legate in the Curia of the Vatican.
Numerous devilish cults speak of monstrous creatures called the Old Ones. These supernatural beings are believed to be possessed of powers equivalent to those of the gods of antique religions. Adepts of such cults refer to forbidden literature in order to cause these frightful entities to appear before them. What serious student of folk myths has not come across the names of Cthulhu and Shub-Niggurath? It must be said that these creatures wield tremendous power and are difficult to control once they have been unleashed into the world. Those who serve He Who Goes in Shadows protect themselves with signs of stone, carved into the walls of houses or engraved on various objects. For those misguided servants of evil, the best protection appears to be that afforded by the sign of the most ancient gods, engraved in Manar stone, a heavy material said to be disagreeable to the touch.
The sinful practices of those who fall into such errors can only lead to the darkest of despair, and are a mortal danger to the soul. Such monsters as those invoked by these foolhardy individuals are engendered when reason drops its guard. Man is easily tempted into perversion. It is why we must forever remain alert and renounce Satan with each breath we take. His ways are infinite in number.
Okay, so apparently the stone is protective, just like its name seems to indicate, and based on the way it looks, I'm willing to agree. Oops, I accidentally hit the mic. Sorry for those of you wearing headphones. Oops. Yeah, for some reason I was brought out of the game. I don't know why. I had to click back into it. Alright, next parchment.
The Sacrificial Dagger, Otto Stern, Lumina Books.
The importance placed on ritual sacrifice is constant in religious cult practice. Propitiating the gods is a theme common to many religions. The Old Testament affords many examples. Primitive polytheistic belief systems integrate sacrifice in their rituals as part of the recurrent process of reaffirmation and, naturally enough, group cohesion. The members of their social and religious community come together in an act of purification and atonement. It would be erroneous to imagine the act of human sacrifice linking priest, offering, and God, cf. Manzetti, stone cults, as anything less than a vital focusing of the group's faith. The act also ensures the continuing appeasement of the god, but only if practiced by a recognized officiating priest using the appropriate instrument. Studies made concerning primitive religious groups bear witness to the central role of sacrifice in living ritual. My own work in the field of ethnopsychology brought me into contact with a sorcerer living in the region of Arkham. He introduced me to the rite of steel, linked to a ceremony known as adoring the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs. The god being adored is known as the vagabond. Here, the dagger's role, which allows the life breath to pass from one dimension to another, is essential. The vagabond is a frightening figure, being able to move where he wants and to kill those who have displeased the goat god, for whom he acts as a go-between. The goat is clearly a fertility god. The priest, having spoken the invocation, must choose the appropriate dagger for the sacrifice. The knife with a sinusoidal blade that must be dipped 7 times, on night when the moon is full, in water that has been distilled 100 times, will be laid aside, since it would send the vagabond back into his own dimension. See illustration. The priest will rather choose the dagger with a curved blade. That is more appropriate for slitting of the lamb's throat. This act transfigures the sorcerer priest and plunges the assembled worshippers into a divine trance.
Okay, it seems like we found out the correct dagger to be used against the vagabond. I'm not sure exactly how we have to use it. Do we just attack it? Do we need to literally go use it with water? Although the only water I know of is stagnant, and I don't think it's distilled. Or something else entirely. But we'll get to that after we finish up reading. Still have 2 books to go through. And after I pick up that talisman. So, here we go, the first of the books.
Juan Luis Jorge, de Biblioteca, Reflections on the power of the verb in certain texts. Archaeos Publications, 1919, Stafford.
Translation does not alter the occult power contained within such forbidden texts. The malevolent energy is in no way diminished. The spell must be cast aloud and clearly, in certain languages or little-known dialects. Maglafar Fathang. The reader will understand that, in the light of these revelations, I would be foolhardy to continue quoting from the text I have before me. If spoken aloud in its entirety, it would surely awaken powerful and malignant forces. I will go further and say that simple reading of some of the more technical passages describing specific practices is in itself a perilous exercise. The ill-prepared reader can easily fall prey to attacks of demented hysteria, not unlike those described in cases of individuals said to be possessed by evil spirits. I recommend the study made by Zempf, Urbain, Grandier, and Loudon, and the reports made by the Reverend Richard Price concerning a number of astonishing, to say the least, exorcisms carried out in a parish near Providence. Given what I have written, we must be grateful to the librarians of the British Museum, who have never allowed consultation of the work of Al-Azif's startling work, the infamous Necronomicon. Copies of that work do exist, in spite of the zeal of book-burning inquisitors. For proof, we need look no further than the British Museum, of course, and the sealed archives of the Miskatonic University in Arkham. Other examples of books whose evil can be unleashed by any thoughtless reader are von Jutz's von Unersprechlichen Kulten and the abominable De Vermis Mysteries by Ludwig Prien, whose sordid death should be a lesson to all those tempted by a study of the occult.
Alright, more warnings against knowledge being bad and that you shouldn't read it aloud. And apparently Batman is connected to this game somehow. That's 2 references to Arkham. Alright, one more book to go through, and I really hope the lamp oil is not draining rapidly as we read through these, or rather, hear these being narrated. Alright, the final book.
Ludwig Prien. Nomine invocatoris si non sanctificatus es cave. De vermis mysteriis non absolvo folem legendum fatum et eum versus. Tibi magnum innominandum signa stellarum nigrarum et
Oh, fuck me. Oh, I'm sorry for the random F-bomb there, but that is demented. How you just randomly get killed reading the wrong book. I'm getting an Aesop from this game that knowledge is not good. Maybe it's the wrong kind of knowledge, but that sucked. Yeah. Where did I save? Well, I know what to do now, so we just have to run back in there. Now, I'm not going to read the text this time, any of them, and oops, have to fix the microphone filter there. And grab the items, run out of there, and then see if we can kill Mr. Vagabond. I don't know if we need to, but I feel like venting my frustration, and what better way than killing the servant of a goat god, right? Is this the right save? Nope. Yeah, this looks like the right save. Okay. And luckily I saved right after grabbing the dagger, so Yeah, I know. Let's get back in there. Grab these for whatever good they'll do. Do we have enough room for this? Oh, that's right, we don't. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a crappy book. So I'm just going to leave it here. Even in Latin, that thing managed a one-hit KO against Edward. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's see if we can... Right. I mean, I freed up a slot just to... But do we need this other book? This looks like one of the daggers we need. Actually, let me just quickly skim through this to look at the pictures. Yeah, wrong one. Okay, wavy blade. Actually, that's wavy, and this is wavy too. Yeah, that one. Just committing these to memory. Sorry for flicking back and forth between the pages. This could be one of them. This is definitely one of the daggers that we might need. And maybe this one, but what is this one for then? In any case, you can see there's a distinct difference between the, well, not really, only a name, dagger and knife, but let's get the hell out of here. Actually, I still need to drop something, that's right. Science and rituals. What can I drop? We need the key. We still need the poker. I can't imagine we picked it up for no reason whatsoever. Maybe I will drop this book in here. If I ever really need it, I'll come back. We have the key. We have some daggers and a talisman. Something is going to help. Where are you coming from? Vagabond? I still like to call you Jingle Bell Monster. I mean, I'd still prefer that. Okay, it's go time. Right after I set down my lamp. Can't think why we need to kill this thing, but... We're trying everything once. Why not? Aha, that was really simple. Just need to whack it, and it's gone for good, baby. It's gone for good. Well, he wasn't too bad, but he was kind of annoying and definitely a thorn in our side. I should pick up that statuette because it's going to be used for something. Actually, let me get off of the lamp. Right, okay. What can we dump? We can put it right here, I think. There should be enough room. Whatever it is. Demonia Particularis, maybe.
Editors.
No, I don't think we'll need memories. That was, I think we got that in the same room as the statuette, actually. No, Edward. I I tried to pull it back before he got sucked up the vortex with the automatic stair-walking animation, but unfortunately I didn't manage to do so in time. But we have that talisman now, so I have an idea of what we could try. And actually, was that dagger used up? No, it wasn't used up. Are these spirit-killing daggers, I wonder? But more than that... hold on a sec. But more than that, we have that talisman that had those swirling colored globes around it that weren't too dissimilar to the ghosts. So what I'm wondering is, if we piss off the ghosts, will they damage us? Will they get damaged if they attack us? Will they pass through us? I don't know. I know I'm saving like crazy, but I just want to see what the heck's going to happen if we piss off the spirit. Okay, come after us. Or are you going to stay put? Oh, no, you're moving. And it still kills us. Okay. Let me read what the daggers can also be used for, other than killing the Jingle Bell Vagabond.
The knife.
Yeah.
The priest will rather choose the dagger.
I don't think we're going to be killing any lambs, and that doesn't fully look like any of the other daggers we got, so I kind of doubt it's going to be... One of these will be something that we need, and then again, I don't really know. Actually, let me see if this is a spirit-killing dagger. I kind of doubt it, though. It seems like a little too much power to just give to the player. Nope. Can we throw at it? That did nothing. Can we put it down and use it as a kind of ectoplasm trap, a la Ghostbusters? Doesn't seem like it. But we do have a key, right? We still have the key, so we shouldn't lose hope just yet. The key to where? What doors have I not opened up yet? What doors have I not opened up yet? Oh, right. There is the door in the smoking room, obviously. And I'm willing to bet it's going to be for there. Please be for there. Let's go right up to the door. Back up. Is it an altar or a desk? Kind of looks like an altar mishmash with a desk. Don't tell me we're really gonna have to kill a goat. Ah. Is this gonna be an old saber or... More mechanisms, man. This game is trying to wind me up again. Aha! Another record. You can't see me, but I'm smiling from ear to ear. Finally, things are starting to look up. Can we search the desk altar? The daltar? Can we push it? Can't push it from here. Maybe you have to trigger the mechanism. Oh, no. No. Don't tell me we need to put the old cavalry saber to cross with the other one there in front of the shield. Oh, crap. It just seems so right. And what else could it be? A flintlock? A sword and gun? I don't know, but I'm this close to getting the shivers. I'm scared that I'm gonna have to restart this game and fight the pirate and not break the sword. Yeah, oh shit. Oh my god. Can I push this now? Can I use the mechanism now? Will that be good enough? Please let it be good enough. Oh my god, no. Can I go get the blade and put it there too? Come on, game, throw me a bone. Because if I don't, I'm gonna have to play all that again, and I really don't feel like that. I mean, this is going to be one of those rare acceptances where I feel like busting out the Game Genie or equivalent for this game, getting the item back in, because that is crazy. I hope this is optional too. If it is, then that's okay. But if it isn't... Oh, okay. Thank goodness. I was really freaking out there. If you couldn't tell, obviously. But there's a record and a book, so let's drop some stuff. What can we drop? We have to drop something, but everything is too good to drop. Maybe the notebook. Let me just look at this. Blah, blah, blah. Knowledge is bad for you. Okay. The notebook and that journal can be dropped, I think, safely. Yeah, that really freaked me out. You don't know how bad. That scared me more than anything in the game so far. Not to say the game isn't creepy and atmospheric, sure, but in terms of genuine fright, the prospect of playing everything over again up until this point, man. Yeah. I better not talk about it. Just put it... There we go. Put it behind me. Otherwise I'm gonna... Yeah. Okay. I'd love to be able to take that shield and use it in melee combat. This is basically the hour when everything, barring that cheap-ass death from that book, is going right, and I'm happy for that. There we go. Let's get back to the ballroom and hear a little reading before we try this third record. I'm willing to bet third time is a charm in this case. Alright, see you guys in a bit.
The Tale of Captain J.W. Norton of the Army of the Union.
1862. The South was in collapse. Louisiana was open to us. I had each day to requisition victuals for our troops, and was aided in this endeavor by a score of brave men. Rebels were not yet ready to lay down their arms. The region was far from safe. I headed further and further west, and questioned many freed slaves. From them, I learned of a plantation on the coast. Its name was Derceto. We received a less than hearty welcome. Only Pickford, the owner, behaved in a friendly manner. While my men counted cattle and grain reserves, I learned what I could from him. Man was most unusual and possessed an extraordinarily cultured mind. At nightfall, I gave orders for the men to bivouac at Derceto. Pickford invited my second-in-command, Lieutenant Patterson, and myself to dine. And our host proved a most entertaining conversationalist. While coffee was being served, Patterson went to inspect the men's camp. The cigar Pickford offered me was so acrid that my head began to spin. I remembered campfire tales of fellow officers trapped by devilish Confederate tricks. My mind floated in a foul and dense fog, from which emerged the enlarged and deformed face of Pickford. He grinned at me. Patterson's return chased off the nightmare. I heard shouts and firing from outside and found the strength to take out my revolver. I fired 3 shots. Pickford fell to the floor. Patterson then helped me out of the burning house. The air was filled with smoke. We resembled a company in disorderly retreat. I saw slaves leaping into the flames of that inferno. They were trying to save Pickford's life.
Crazy stuff. So I wonder if that smoke that was in the room is a kind of haunt or a perpetual trap left by Pickford. I'm willing to bet it's some kind of haunt or spirit that lingered on after Pickford's death, assuming he did die. At this point, it looks like all signs point to the fact that he did die, unless I forgot the recounting that one French woman said earlier. But yeah, it's kind of neat. I like how all these people's stories are coming together to piece the history of this mansion for us, the player, to figure out. In any case, let's go ahead and play this third record. And hopefully it's something I recognize. Right. It's a big thing, so we need to make room for the big thing. Let's temporarily drop that statuette. That should be enough space, I hope. Or not. And we need to drop something else. I'll temporarily drop the rifle. That's a big rifle. Okay. No, don't come in here, Mr. Spider. The Dance of Death. I wonder if this is an original... Oh, crap. Oh, for fuck's sake. Again, sorry for the F-bomb, but I was clear out of their way, and they bumped into me. Let me just quickly read this and skim through it just so that the title is recorded in the inventory. And by the way, I'm sorry if those glitches in the narration annoyed you, but I have no idea why they came up. Either my installation is flawed or the download itself is flawed. I don't know. I have to dump some stuff again. And this time I'm going to get to the other door, not leading to the spiders, but the one I came in. Then I'm going to play, and then I'm going to back the hell out of there and let them have their space. Get right there. Okay, they shouldn't bump into me now. Are they going to disappear, or am I going to have to be really quick, run up and grab whatever the hell that is? I'm just going to wait a little bit, see what they do. And sort of pay attention to see if there's any kind of Whoa, you guys are getting a little close, aren't you? Okay. That's good. They didn't bump into Edward. and see if there's any kind of discernible pattern in their movements. Well, obviously there should be, because it's a song, and if a dance accompanies a song, it typically there is a flow to it and a rhythm. I kind of like this song. I wonder if it's a real song or something created for the game. Okay, they all come to this side. That's good. Wait a minute, are they flocking to the gramophone, or are they... Actually, that wouldn't sound too out of place in a Castlevania game. But so far, they don't appear to be disappearing. They're just dancing around. I'm gonna have to go over there, aren't I? Great. I'll save on the other slot just in case. Maybe they will disappear at the end of the song, but I have no idea how long it is. If it's a classic song, it could last anywhere from 3 to 8. And if it's an entire movement, 16 plus minutes. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit ballsy, so I'm going... Camera angle change. So I'm going to see if I can go over there and grab whatever that is. That's one big key. And now I'm going to have to clear these fine folks off the dance floor so I can grab my stuff. Is it a key to this door? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Don't tell me it's a key to this door. And more, maybe, if it works? Okay, that's the good news. There wasn't a key for that door. Oh, that would have really sucked. But I need to go shut off the gramophone. Maybe they'll go back to their original positions, or maybe then they'll disappear at the end of the song, whether it naturally concludes or I prematurely end it. Oh, let me guess. They're gone. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Perfect. Perfect. The fewer spirits that remain here, the better. I don't need the record player. I suppose it would be nice to take it with me if I want some atmospheric music. But it's not really necessary, and I need the space. Definitely. Yeah, this session is really uplifting my spirits while I vanquish the spirits. Wasn't that clever? Not really, but I'm just feeling a bit creative at the moment. Could that key be to anything in the mansion? I don't think so. I mean, anything that we have come across. I think we've opened all the doors. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick run through until before I come back here and go down that hidden set of stairs. Just checking to be sure. No, that would have been really stupid. Go through all that just for the key to open that door for no other reason. Okay, there is that dragon worm thing, but I don't think we can beat it. All the doors right below the attic are opened. There is that little room, the bathroom with the tentacle creature, the Indian pioneer portrait hallway. No, I think we've unlocked everything here so far, so let's go down the concealed set of stairs. I wonder if I can take a sword back. Nah, that would have been too good. Can I examine this painting? Is that Jeremy's niece? Can't tell. Okay, we're going to... Did I never actually... No. I never overloaded the cartridges into that, right? Okay, here's some real unfamiliar territory now, folks. Better use my only melee weapon. Let me guess, it's gonna be dark. No, it's a bridge. Drawbridge, maybe? Yeah, this isn't sketchy whatsoever. An obviously polygonal bridge in a pre-rendered background. Ooh. It's a one-way journey. And more H.R. Giger vaginal womb uterus scenery. Great. Oh, not really. It's more of a... Well, okay, it is. Vaguely like the work of the guy who did Alien and Aliens. If anyone doesn't get my reference, you can look him up. Oh! Oh, crap! Is it sucking me, or... Do I just need to run for it, or... I will probably just have to run for it. I don't have any grenades, no gunpowder, nothing that could blow it up. Yeah, if you definitely haven't mastered the running mechanics by this point, you're doomed. I'm willing to bet walking slowly results in Edward's very hilarious death, plummeting to his death. I mean, hilarious death as he plummets to the bottom below. Oh, yeah, we're running. Is this gonna take me... Holy crap. No, we're not stopping here. Oh, I got stun locked by a freaking rat man. How much health do we have? Okay. Run! Edward! Of all times to be stubborn. There we go. Ah! Okay, it looked like it was hopeless, but I did see a rock as we ran to the other end of that tunnel tube passageway, and it looked like it could be damaged, so maybe I need to... Maybe my idea with the grenade/gunpowder is not so far-fetched after all. I'm going to try a few times to get through it, and then I think that'll be it for this session. I'm only giving up now because it's been, taking a break now because I recorded these two parts back to back. I didn't want the whole last part to be the only thing that you saw for those of you that are watching at the moment. What can I use against a rock? And there's also that key. Maybe we have to push that rock. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to try and push it this time around. I can get past that rat man. That was a little bit cheap how it just caught me, and despite the fact that I looked like I moved out of his striking. Okay, Edward just moonwalks in midair. And because he can't die, the game never officially gets to the death segment. That's kind of funny. Jump. What? A new option, you say? Interesting. What the heck does jump do? Well, obviously it jumps, but... Fucking A. Third F-bomb already, but... Okay, what the heck is that going to be used for? And I'm about to die. So let me see when the option comes up. Does it come up right when I get down there? That's funny. Edward remembers to jump just when he needs to. Well, actually, that kind of makes sense. He hasn't had a reason to jump up until this point. Now I'm... Start running. Epic jump. Oh, I perfectly timed the distance. I mean the jump with the distance required. Okay, is there anything here? I thought there might have been. Nope. Camera angles, pixelated backgrounds. Okay, there is this obvious thing just standing out. There was a hidden keyhole. Nope. Of course, Edward got locked into the gun firing animation, and he would not use the poker. Okay, I'm going to try messing around with that rock a few more. I mean, up until the point that slug dragon catches up and kills Edward. Nope. Nope. And I'm about to die. Do we need to use a dagger against these giant worm things? I'm guessing we might have to. Do we need to run around these things? I don't know if we can. What a bitch and a half this rat man is turning out to be. Oh my god, screw off. Oh, that's proper infuriating. Incredible range. You've got to admit, that is some incredible teeth jabbing range. Oh well, we got quite far into the game today, and I hope I did somewhat of an acceptable job for all you veterans out there that are watching this at whatever point in the future you happen to stumble across it. But for now, I think I'm going to take a break. I did over 2 hours, or around 2 hours of Alone in the Dark, and I think that's good enough for the time being. Next time, we're going to figure out where that key is used and how the heck we get past that rock and that trio of creatures down in the alien vaginal uterus tunnel looking place. Well, that's all for now, guys. See you later.